Thank you. Now please remain standing as our Marblehead High School marching band honors this great country with the playing of our national anthem.
Field in Marblehead. Revere takes on the undefeated Marblehead, two undefeated teams, and we just had the national anthem played by the Marblehead High School band, who was so gracious to come down to the Columbus Day Parade in Revere this week. We thank you, Marblehead band. It reminds me of a great high school college matchup when you get those bands. Don't you like it, Donnie?
Oh, I love it. I just love that band music. Just makes it a little bit more special.
It just brings, it echoes high school football, high school and semi-pro football when you got the band. I think we're in for a good one tonight, Donnie.
Oh, I think it's going to be a beauty. You know, two undefeated teams. You know, this is a real test for Revere tonight. But you know what? I think they're up to the challenge, Patrick.
Marblehead has, they have beaten Revere the last few years. Marblehead's gone on to win the Northeastern Conference, I want to say 5 years straight.
5 years in a row.
So they are no joke, and they're undefeated, and they've beaten some teams handily. They've beaten BC High, they've beaten Beverly, they've beaten Peabody, they've beaten a number of teams, Gloucester 42-0. And
yeah.
Revere is set to kick. Revere is set to receive the opening kick.
Let's get those little nervous jitters out. Nice boot with the wind to his back.
Yep. He's not letting anyone return that.
Yeah, he doesn't want Joe Lanos getting that ball.
Puts it into the back of the end zone. I'm sure they've done their homework. No one in the conference wants to kick off for Joe Lanos.
Well, I can tell you, Calvin Boudreau, this is the team that broke his collarbone last year in week 2. So I'm sure he's going to want a little revenge tonight.
That was a tough start to the season for Calvin. Getting hit, he got hit by, a massive kid.
Oh, massive.
And he's still on the team, right?
Unfortunately, he's still out there, so.
You think Calvin's going to have his eyes out for him? Now, which one was it?
I want to say he was at least he was the right defensive end last year. I'm not sure of the number, but we'll probably find out pretty quick. He's a big boy.
Well, here we go. Lanos a single back. Barbosa in the split. Murphy in motion. Handoff first to Murphy.
There we go. Oh, and he's going all the way. Oh, my God. Right off the bat. Go, Jonathan. Look at this.
First play of the game. Jonathan Murphy. Touchdown.
Well, if that doesn't make a statement, I don't know what does, Patrick. Wow. Jonathan Murphy.
Wow. I hope you can hear us out there. We're out in the stands with the fans. First play of the game. Jonathan Murphy for an 80-yard touchdown.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Marblehead's going to be a little nervous now. That's just a huge boost for Revere's confidence.
With the kick. Snap is up. Good. Kick is up. Kick is good.
Now that's a good sign right there, Patrick.
You saw the difference, though. The snap was tight. It was down, and Riazzi had time to line up for it.
He took his time.
I'm telling you, the last few times I saw Riazzi, it almost looked like he was over the ball or almost in front of the ball when he was kicking it. He was right behind the ball where he was supposed to be. Put the ball right through the uprights. Revere leads 7-0 early. 11:48 in the quarter.
My goodness, 12 seconds off the clock there?
12 seconds.
These fans are going absolutely berserk. I think Revere has a good representation here tonight. I thought it was great that the school bussed some of these kids in.
Right. They had a fan bus. I haven't seen that in a while. There's probably as many, if not more, Revere fans at this game that are on Marblehead.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at the Marblehead side over there.
And if you think we're yelling, it's because we're in the stands. We hope you can hear us.
We hope you can.
So Riaz is going to be kicking into the wind to give Marblehead their first shot at the ball.
Now, Marblehead's no joke. They got this kid Cronin who can really run the ball.
Right. So deep back is Will Twaddle.
And you can see the wind just stop that ball.
Right. And it's gonna go out of bounds. So Marblehead will have a chance to either re-kick or take the ball at the 40. That was back deep was Ryan Friedenberger, number 16, and Will Twaddle to receive. So they're going to take the ball right at the 35.
Well, hopefully Revere can just build off of that nice early touchdown and just keep their motivation up. You don't want to take anything for granted. I don't know, Pat. I like the white on white. This is new for them. They get the white pants, the white jersey.
Yep.
I like the look.
The Marblehead's going to start off at the 35. In the backfield, they got Twaddle and also Josh Robertson. Three's going in motion. Handoffs up the middle. Not a lot there, but that's about 2 yards.
Yeah, he almost lost that ball there, too. He looked like he was wobbling that a little bit.
That's Will Twaddle. Now, Sean McCarthy was going in motion. Sean McCarthy, I want to say he's gotten Player of the Week a couple times for Marblehead already this season.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
Certainly a good play. Another play to watch today is number 22, Tim Cronin. But I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't
that
see him out here.
I'm not, I'm not sure if they have different jerseys, but I see 16 Friedenberg, and we got 12 AJ Russo lined up in the receiving positions.
They have the wind to their back, so I'd be curious if they air it out, but they do like to run that option.
Three's going in a little bit of a screen-type motion. Revere sees it. We'll take him out of bounds. He gets about 5 yards. You know, they see that motion, and that was a good little play. They got 5 yards. I was a little surprised Revere didn't come up a little bit closer to him, seeing him going in that pretty clear screen motion.
And they've seen the option before. They saw it against Classical. They saw it against Peabody. So, you know, it's not their first time seeing the option.
Empty backfield for McCarthy. Two's going in motion.
He's going to have to get rid of this ball quick because he doesn't have anybody really blocking for him in the backfield.
He's going to throw the pass. He's got his man.
Nice play.
Nice reception.
Nice catch.
That's AJ Russo on the reception. And pardon me, Josh Robertson is playing quarterback right now, number 8.
That was Joey Lanos on the tackle there. Good coverage, just ball was well thrown. Nice catch.
They're throwing some different looks at Revere right now. They do run a lot of option. We haven't really seen that just yet.
They're an explosive team. They put up a lot of points this year. So.
And Josh Robertson, number 8, he's only a sophomore. Twaddle in the backfield with Robertson. Got that little motion there at the flip.
Yeah, it's a nice little play.
And he makes a lot of kids miss there. He gets enough for a first down.
That was Billy Ginepper on the tackle there.
Sean McCarthy on the carry. So that's that motion. Love the motion. I love watching motion. A lot of great college football teams in the 80s and 90s ran total motion until every coach in the world started figuring it out and coaching against it. So it's going to be important for Revere to figure out how to contain that motion.
Yeah, line's going to have to get some pressure here. You know, makes that quarterback have to really think about what he's doing back there. Right up the middle.
And he's still going.
Kid knows how to follow his blocks.
Patience. He gets about 5 yards. That's Twaddle on the carry. Twaddle's a senior. Not a big guy, but, you know, like you said, he's got patience. He waits for the whole
he's got a few lead blockers in front of him, and he just kind of falls right behind him.
2nd down and 5 at the 15. 8 at the 18. And off to Twaddle.
Knows how to cut it up, huh?
I think we had an illegal motion.
They throw a flag on that? Any laundry on the field?
Play. Actually, it looks like the ref might be signaling encroachment.
Are they giving the signal for? Is it against Revere? No, he's going. It looks like it's going back. So.
Yep. So it's going to be against Marblehead. It was either a false start or two men moving at the same time. So what happens, and it was tough. I couldn't see it, but sometimes if they're moving forward on the snap, that's a false start. Also, if there's two men moving on
At
in
the
motion,
same time, that's right.
that's
It's a spot foul, so.
it's going to be 2nd and 10 at the 22.
Well, Revere just can't over pursue here.
So you got Josh Robertson and Twaddle in the backfield. 35 in motion. Gonna keep it for the pass. He's got a man up, and he drops it.
Oh, good coverage.
Nice coverage. The throw was a little high, and that was to Twaddle. So it looks like Twaddle's getting a lot of early looks in the game. I haven't seen much from Tim Cronin. I'm wondering if that was a little bit of decoy, or we got some bad information.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like the main offense is Sean McCarthy, Will Twaddle, and number 8, Josh Robinson.
Twaddle, the senior, he's got some speed. Not a big kid, but you can see he can move.
So checking in also Corell Mitchell, number 35. And then we got 3 split out. 2 Will Twaddle is going to come up in the backfield. McCarthy in motion. And there's that little, looks like screen pass. Too much time. Little overthrow.
Nothing there.
Incomplete.
And Furlong read that screen. If they were going to throw that screen, it was going to be a pick 6 because Zach Furlong was all over that.
Well, it's going to be 4th and almost 10 at the 22. Nice stop there. Revere had a lot of guys back, 3 guys on that one coverage there. So it's going to be 4th down. This could be a big stop for Revere.
This is a big
to dial
play.
up a stop right here early and set the tone.
This is a big play right here. Are they going to kick it or are they going to try to go for it?
Well, I don't see a kicker out there. I don't
Yeah,
see
it
anyone
looks
with a
like.
block. They're calling it. See how they call their plays on the sideline?
Yeah. Fancy.
They have a complex offense. You
Yeah,
gotta
they
give them
really
some
do.
credit.
You got about 4 different signal callers over there.
So Josh Robinson shotgun formation. Twaddle's going to come in the backfield. He's back to pass.
Another
Got
deep
it
ball.
Really deep.
Oh, nice breakup by Barboza. Lucas Barboza was all over that one.
So that's a turnover and down for Marblehead's first drive. Revere leads 7-0. 8:48 on the clock in the first quarter.
A little bend, but don't break on that pass.
Yeah, Revere will take over at the 22. That's a good stop for the defense. Gave a couple first downs, and then right down close to the red zone, they pushed them out of it.
Yeah. They're going to have to continue that tonight because, again, I've seen, some of the scores that this Marblehead team's put up. They can be really explosive.
Well, they haven't shown any blitz yet, so it looks like they are being patient. They're staying back, letting them try to pass the ball, and staying back on that option play. So you wonder if they'll dial up a few blitzes later on. So here is the second snap for the Revere Patriots. Murphy in motion, hand off to Lanos. Lanos gets some room.
got some room.
Lanos makes
Wow.
a lot of people miss.
Look at that.
Lanos for the 36.
That's a beautiful run. He made a couple nice spins off of that, broke about 3 or 4 tackles. Looks like we got a Marblehead player on the ground. 52. Declan Rudolph.
Declan was playing, I believe, left tackle.
Grabbing at his knee here.
Big player on the side. Big player on the Marblehead side.
I don't know, Patrick. I get a feeling this might be another high-scoring game.
Both teams have really good offenses, as we've seen, and we'll see what happens. Right now, we're just wishing well for this young man on the field,
Absolutely.
52. The 2 plays, and 1 goes to Murphy for an 80-yard touchdown, and second play, it looks like Joey Lanos was just spinning through the entire hole, getting 14, almost easy yards.
Looked like a little Revere tornado right there.
Yep.
It's nice seeing Furlong back out there again, too. He helps this team a lot.
Yeah, Furlong's taken the last couple of games off. He had a head injury and was out the last few games, so it's definitely good to see him back, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. I'd be honest, I'd be willing to say that I like seeing him on the defense side just as more important.
I agree.
You know my saying. And let's put the other for 52. He's going to get
Oh, it's
helped
good to
off
see
by
he's
his
getting
team,
up.
but he's putting some pressure on that leg, which is nice to see. So it's going to be Revere first down at the 36-yard line, their own 36.
I'm sure there's a lot of adrenaline going through their bodies right now. Hopefully they can, manage to keep this energy up for the game.
Yeah, it's a chilly night out here in Marblehead. Not that bad. We figured when the sun came down, it was going to get a little cooler. Probably right around 48, 50 degrees tonight.
Wind is pretty strong. Seems a little better at the field level, but definitely have some wind here.
It's blowing east to west right now. So Boudreau in the backfield. Barbosa in motion, and he's got Barbosa. He's going to throw the ball over to Murphy. It looked like he had Barbosa open.
Yeah.
What do you say to your son in that play there?
What were you looking at, buddy? You got to gauge that wind.
One thing about the Boudreaux is Coach Boudreaux and Dad Boudreaux, two different people. And it's nice that he'll be able to give his son honest feedback after the game. But obviously, Calvin's had a terrific year, huh?
He's doing well. I hope he can continue it. He's excited. You know, after missing last year, you know, he was really bummed out. So just to see him come back, work hard.
And it looks like he's grown a little bit.
He's grown. He's grown about 8 inches since his freshman year when he, again, you know, was smaller than Coach Chick.
It's a little wing formation. Murphy in motion. Murphy's going to get the ball. Got a nice block by Lanos. Murphy's going to cut it back up. And he's still moving forward.
There, right?
Murphy takes it to about the 45, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1 to 2.
That was a great second and third effort on that one.
You know, they're beating them side to side early, right? So you think they might have the edge on the speed. And we, you know, so Johnny, yesterday we were at the freshman game where the Revere freshman team had a nice win against the Marblehead team. They were down 14-0 early in the game. In the first quarter, the defense held up the rest of the game. Revere came back 14-12. Then they created a safety, which you don't see very often, 14-14. And then late in the game, Sammy Alisari ran it in for a touchdown on a keeper.
They were so excited. They were same thing, running side to side.
They beat them side to side.
Beating them on the outside.
Not often Revere beats you on the speed, but they've been doing it this year. So Boudreaux under shotgun, under center. It's going to be hand off to Lanos up the middle.
That's the first down.
Yep, Lanos going to be on Lanos trucks through about 4 or 5 yards, gets a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Revere at the 49.
This is exciting.
Yep.
Really proud of these kids the way they've played this year. And you know, we joke, but it's almost like the League of Nations on this team. We have representation from all but one continent,
well, you know,
which is Australia. You know, and I love the way these kids come together. We were listening to Arabic rock music the other day in the car, and with all the football players, and they just really bond, knowing that they're coming from all corners of the world. Really.
Right. So Boudreaux's under center. Lanos is sold back. It's going to be a little simple handoff to Lanos up the middle. And he's just still going. He gets 2 yards.
Yep.
Not a lot there. So you're talking
Benson
about League of
looks,
Nations.
Like he's down here. Hopefully he's okay. He's a big part of that offensive line.
Benson's a heck of a player, number 50, and he's a senior.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, Benson, let's double check on that.
Pretty sure you're right.
Benson's the senior guard and D tackle. Talking about League of Nations, we got a kid next to us right now. He played on that freshman team. Now, you Mo, and you speak Swahili? And see, Mo's sitting next to us. He played on that team. He was playing defensive end yesterday, as well as the kicker. Made a couple really nice punts and kickoffs. Mo speaks Swahili. Lanos on the toss sweep. A lot of space on the outside. Good blocking.
That kid is slippery.
Lanos almost breaks it. He gets to about the 42. It's going to be about 1 yard short of the first down. So going back to that, so football in Revere, you know, over the last 20 years, you know, obviously you go back to the Cella eras, and they had some serious teams. Lou Ciccatelli's always done a really nice job. He puts so much work. His entire coaching staff puts in so much work. People don't realize coaching high school football, it's 11 months a year, if not 12, because you never forget about it.
It's year-round.
It's 11 months a year planning. It's the workouts, and you know, what does a high school coach make? $4,800, $5,000 maybe. You know,
I can't imagine as much for the work they put in.
It's not worth the pay, but you have to love what you do.
I was just thinking the same thing. You have to love it.
Murphy in motion, Lanos up the middle, and he gets stopped.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 4th down and about 2. Actually, make that 4th and a long 1. Almost wonder if Calvin could have pushed it himself.
Yeah.
I always like that.
They got a few plays in their back pocket. I'm sure they're not going to try to show everything if they don't have to, but
Keeping it very basic right now. Revere has the lead 7-0. It is midway, about 2/3 of the way through the first quarter. And Revere's going to be staying out there going for it on 4th and 1.5.
you got to wonder what they're going to go with here.
Marblehead's piled up on the inside. Hand off to Lanos, and Lanos looks like he's got there.
Yeah, it looked like he had it with forward
The initial
progress.
spot looked like he was there.
Let's see where they place the ball here, Patrick. It's going to be close. I don't like that spot right there, but it's close. They're going to have to bring the chains out on this one.
Yep, looks like they're going to do a measurement. I certainly don't like that spot either. You know, he came in from the sideline, and he was originally past the 41.
That initial push.
He was originally past the 41, and then he came in and he knocked the ball right behind the 41 hash mark.
Well, we're going to keep the fingers crossed here. Everybody at home, cross those fingers for us, will you?
We'll see how they stretch it out here. And it looks like he is just short. Yep.
Oh, my God, by
Where's that index card?
Right, inch.
That's a big
slide
spot.
some dental floss in between that one.
Not sure I love that spot.
Yeah,
Not sure
that
I
looks
like
like a little hometown spot right there. I don't know.
And like I said, originally I saw the ref coming in from past that hash mark, and looks like they marked the ball just short.
In fact, the player looked like he put it on the ground, and I don't think the ref moved it. I don't know how that worked.
Yeah. All right, so Marblehead's second offensive series, they're down 7-0. Back to pass, and he's got plenty of room over here. That's Twaddle. Twaddle gets about 6 yards. So right now, Josh Robinson, sophomore, and the senior Will Twaddle, they've been getting a majority of the plays here.
Now you wonder if Cronin is hurt or if they're just saving him.
Checking in right now is Devin Romaine, 23. Haven't seen a lot of him.
He's a big boy. He's a senior.
Twaddle in motion. Instead of staying behind the quarterback. He's 2nd and 4. They're going heavy pass here, and he's got them in. Wow, extending, and nice extension by the kid.
Yeah.
He just dropped it. That would have been an excellent effort by number 3. That's Sean McCarthy. But the throw was there. That was a heck of a throw.
Yeah. You know, with that wind, I mean, to put it in that spot, that's pretty impressive. This quarterback has an arm.
Yep.
And they're not afraid to throw it, obviously.
Revere hasn't put a lot of pressure on him yet. Again, you wonder if they're gonna dial something up.
Yeah, I see John Shannon there. Usually, he's very good on that blitz getting in there.
3rd and 4. Hand off to Twaddle. He stopped. And that's Tran. Talk about Tran.
There it is.
He just got in there and made a nice stop right at the line of scrimmage. So what does Marblehead do here? They're at about the 46-yard line. Looks like they're bringing out the punt formation.
Yeah, it's taking a little risky here, you know, giving it to Revere right around the 50.
You don't want to give it right back. And it looks like Sean McCarthy's the deep back. Oh, wait, that's 26. Dylan Clocker looks like he's going to be set to kick.
With the wind of their back, they can really boot the ball here.
The punt is off. Not the greatest punt, but you know, he gets it to about the 20.
Oh, it stayed inbounds.
Good little bounce.
Yeah.
To the 25. So Revere will take over at their own 25.
Well, that's 2 good stops right there, Pat.
All right, so we're here on Revere TV in Marblehead at Piper Field. Revere leads 7-0 with about 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Revere scored on their first possession on their first play of the game. Not a kickoff, but on their
little jet sweep to the outside, and Jonathan Murphy was off to the races.
The initial kick was put in the back of the end zone, so Revere had the ball at the 20. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Lanos, toss sweep to Lanos, going to get outside. Lanos hurdles a few kids, and he gets about 4 yards. So Marblehead's figured out the pursuit. They're moving side to side with Revere. They're not giving up those big ones yet.
And again, I know it's a little tough to throw in the wind here, but I'd like to see you open up the run game a little bit with a pass.
Yep. So Teo just checked in, and Lanos is going to get a break.
Teo can run hard.
Oh yeah.
Curious to see what they go with here.
He takes the ball right up the middle really well. You know, they haven't given the ball to Barbosa yet. They haven't given the ball to Furlong yet. Murphy's got 1 carry, so they got a lot of options. They got a lot of plays up this league. Teo, the set back, Boudreau on the center.
Little reverse. Murphy's got some room.
Murphy's still going.
Nice play.
First down. Outside. Yep, first down. You know, Calvin had a little backside block there.
Yeah. I like to see that out of the quarterback.
Not too much. We watched the Thursday night game last night. You saw the one of the most dynamic players in the NFL, unfortunately, on a QB sneak, got injured. He's going to be out for a little bit. So you always want to protect your money man, right?
Makes my knees weak sometimes, but.
First down and 10 at the 42. Nice carry. Murphy's having a good start already, huh?
Now somebody's over on the sidelines over there. Is that another Marblehead player? Or is that a Revere player? Marblehead? Well, it looks like a Marblehead player down.
It's a black helmet. So we got another pause in the action. Might as well give a shout out to our ladies over there on the field hockey. We got volleyball, we got softball, we got basketball, we got all the girl fall sports, soccer over there. And tonight the theme was pink out. We got a wonderful fall season going on for all our ladies sports out there, coming over to the high school game to cheer on their team.
And they had pink as a theme tonight, but that was a little tough for all the guys. I don't know how many guys keep pink in their closets, but they usually pick a color theme.
For them some blue.
There you go.
But it's nice, huh? What do you think, right? We both have kids on the sidelines right now.
I know.
They're over there. They're carrying the balls in the water to the teams, both playing on that freshman and helping on the JV team.
Yeah.
Aren't they having a ball?
I think so.
You know,
future football right there.
You learn to appreciate it as a parent, and you can always say from the sidelines, you do this, you do that. But I can tell you right now, I've been coaching for a long time. You've been coaching for a long time. I would not be able to do what these coaches do and the dedication the dedication and time that they put in.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. We know doing Pop Warner, just all the other sports, baseball, you got to really put a lot of time in, a lot of film.
So was there a penalty there? First and 15.
Yeah, Reveal got a flag on that one.
All right, that's a fumble.
Fumble.
Looks like Lionel's got back on the ball. That was a draw.
Yeah.
Big loss there for
Revere.
Revere.
Yeah, they sniffed that one out.
Second and 22. So,
well, with a minute there, it's too bad because, they still have the wind. But, with the change in the quarter, they'll have the wind to their back.
Well, this is a point where, you're going to have to do a few little things to try and open up some routes, and you'd like to see them maybe start passing the ball here. But, again, like you said, in the wind, you don't want to turn the ball over.
Some short little passes, maybe.
So on Revere TV, we're live. Revere TV in Marblehead. Revere leads 7-0. It's going to be third and 22. Second and 22. Murphy in motion, and there's that pass. A little back screen to Furlong. And Furlong breaks the tackle.
Oh, there's a flag on the play. Looks like it might be a block in the back.
Well, looks like that was in the vicinity of their tight end day, so I'm wondering if he had a little hold going on to open that up.
It looks like they have some openings out there, Pat, so I know they're a run-first team, but, they might have some options out there throwing the ball.
So they're checking in with the coach, seeing what he wants to do. Does he want to accept the penalties or want to take it? Looks like the coach is going to...
Well, if he accepts the penalty, it's going to
penalties decline. It's going to be third and long.
Third now, yep.
You know what? I would have... Well, it's a spot foul, so they put it at where the spot of the foul was, and they're not marching it back. But that's not a bad little game there. I don't know. Coach gives him a 7-8 yard play and says, we'll beat you on downs.
Right.
So it's going to be third and 15.
This is doable.
And you know what? If they get it close to midfield, you almost wonder if they go for a fourth down. And that's the end of the quarter.
Well, that works out to their advantage then now.
So now they get the wind.
Not thrown into the wind.
Now they get the wind at their back. So to start off the second quarter, Rivere's going to have the ball third and 15 at the 37-yard line, leading 7-0. What are you seeing? I see Marblehead's defense stepped up a little bit. They're strong. They have some speed, and where they need size, they have it. On that interior D line, They got a very mobile offensive line. You got guys like Day, Doucette. You got Ala. You got Benson. You got some guys who can really move the pile, and they're not huge. They're just strong.
That's right.
Josh Lorena.
Done a great job snapping this
Big shout out
year,
to Josh
right?
Lorena.
Done a
Mama
great job.
Lorena's out there. Mom and Dad Lorena are out there watching. We know you're watching. We know where you wanted to be here tonight. We miss you in the stands. I know Joanne Murphy's looking for you, but I know you're watching at home, and I hope you're doing well. He was a heck of a running back.
I know he was.
He hit hard.
I remember.
So 3rd and 15. Lamas in motion. Going to be handoff.
Nice
counter.
little play to Barbosa.
Barbosa gets, and he gets about 8. Yeah. So it's going to be 4th and 5, 4th and 6. They have to punt here.
Yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, again, now I see Riazzi going out there. I can't imagine he's going to try to kick from here.
No, this is they're at the other side of the field.
I was going to say.
So Riazzi's their punter as well, as you know.
Well, you know what? This is where special teams come in. Pin them back.
And back to receive is Twaddle, all by himself. Their lineup right over the ball. I'd love to see a hard count here. That's close to the kicker. That's almost a line drive right to him.
Yeah. Well, defense eats them up.
Billy Ginepper, looks like Billy Ginepper was in on the tackle. Actually, wait.
Yeah, along with Augusto Gonzalez.
Augusto Gonzalez and Billy Ginepper getting down there. That wasn't the greatest punt. It was kicked right to him, so he was able to return the ball.
Not much of a return for him, which is...
Well, Ginepper covered it right up, which is
yes.
nice. So 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for Marblehead to start off the second quarter. So
looks like these teams are feeling each other out a little bit.
Yeah, nothing too risky just yet. Marblehead's thrown the ball deep a few times. We'll see how they throw the ball into the wind now. Yeah. But you got Twaddle and you got Josh Robertson in the backfield. 3's in motion.
Little handoff, and he's just... Oh, fumble. It looks like Revere might have it.
Yeah.
Looks like Benson jumped on it.
It looks like they're calling the play dead.
Wow, there's no way that he was
down. I don't know what kind of call that was.
I don't know where these refs got.
Yeah, that was a pretty terrible call. That was Mazer on the tackle, and it looked like he popped the ball out.
I saw that ball bounce out, and it did not look like he was anywhere near the ground.
They didn't blow the whistle. You didn't hear a whistle blow. You're wondering what happened there. So 2nd down and 10. Marblehead escapes what would have been a really costly turnover. The 2nd down and 10, and that was Ali Mazer popping the ball out. Plays a heck of a defensive end.
Oh, he's just great.
And there's a passing play there.
Screen pass.
The screen.
Oh, he caught it after a tip. Wow, somebody tipped that that was up in the air for a second there.
That's why
those happened to be in the right spot.
Those little screens can be dangerous, and they tip the ball around, and it just happened that he ended up with it. Again, two nice breaks for Marblehead when those could have been treacherous. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 40.
Well, you need a little luck sometimes, so let's hope Liberia has a little bit of luck. These refs are reminding me of the NFL refs right now.
Ginepper was in on that last tackle as well. I'd like to see them dial up a little pressure here. He's back to pass again.
Oh, he just missed him.
Just missed. And there.
He missed another one.
And he held the ball away.
That was a long
There's another
time
ball on the
to hold
ground,
the
but he's calling him down.
Yeah.
Now he was down there.
He was down.
Yeah, he was down there. He had about 2 chances he escaped 2 tackles. He had 2 chances to get rid of that ball, and he held it.
Really held for a long time. That was dangerous.
Took a nice shot there. I couldn't see from this far end of the field who finally took him down, but that initial pressure was, I believe, from Tran, correct?
I think it was. It might have even been Billy Ginepper in there.
So Billy's name's getting called out a few times. Billy's a terrific defensive player. He's a terrific all-around player. But
really, what he doesn't get enough credit for with Billy? He's a hell of a blocker on offense. He's a great lead blocker.
Long snapper too.
Yes,
right.
He can do it all.
So it's gonna be 2nd and 15. And that's the pressure we were talking about. It looks like they're sending their ends.
Right.
There's that motion.
That little screen.
Sorry, not the screen. That was that option. And the problem is they're biting on the option. I keep saying motion, but option, little dump out.
It's tough, I mean, if you go after the receiver, the running back can just keep it and get upfield.
So it's going to be 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 at the 43-yard line. Live on Revere TV, watching on YouTube. Channel 8 with local access and Channel 3 with RCN. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Revere leads 7-0.
So we got about, what, 3rd and 8 here?
3rd and 8. So you're going to have to stop, make a stop here. Robertson, shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Twaddle. Oh, Twaddle gets...
He's short.
He gets about 6, so it's going to be 4th and 2, 4th and a long 2, 4th and 3 maybe.
Now again, your Marblehead is still early in the game. Do you take a chance and go for it here? Looks like they are.
So it's late. I'm just getting it now. Ralph DeChico.
Oh, they're gonna punt.
Yeah, they're here to punt. Chico checking in on Revere TV, watching live. He's giving me some instant replay updates.
What did he see out there, Pat? Anything?
Well, he hasn't said anything on the fumble yet. That punt's almost blocked.
See, the wind just hung that thing right up. Oh, it takes a Revere bounce.
Yeah, they got to be careful with that. So Revere's going to take over at the 31. But what he said is he went all the way back to that 4th and 1 play when Revere, we thought they got the first down. He said the ball was marked back about at least 8 inches.
I believe it.
And I think they only needed about 2 or 3.
And like I said, you could have slid some dental floss in between.
So
that
Ralph,
down marker.
Ralph, we're going to keep you on standby for any more replays. So it's going to be another series for Revere. They got stopped the last couple times after driving the ball a little bit. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Well, they're going spread
So
here.
yeah, Day's spread out on the near side with Murphy. I think you're going to hand the ball right to Lanos. That's exactly what they did.
Yep.
They want to create some room. Lanos gets about 1. So they want to spread them out, create some room. I don't blame them.
Yeah, see if they're biting. If the cornerbacks are playing tight, you might take a little shot downfield.
2nd and 9. We got just under 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Looks like the Marblehead stand's filled up a little bit.
Yep.
Revere is representing very well.
Very well in their away games, and of course next week, just don't forget, you got senior night playing Salem at home on Friday. Boudreau back to pass. He's got plenty of time.
Oh,
and
no.
That's picked off.
Yeah, it looks like got tipped a couple of times.
Right, tipped, thrown into some danger over there. Looks like he took something off of it.
Somebody didn't run the right route there, I think.
So Revere turns the ball over. That was the name of the game last week, although Revere got away with an overtime win, but turned the ball over 3 times.
Calvin just got to shake that one off.
And that's Swaddle. We've called his name a bunch of times.
Yeah, he's a player for them.
So Marblehead's going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 33. And this is the first time that Marblehead's been in Revere territory. So they're at Revere's 33.
So we still haven't seen Cronin. Little reverse, and they eat him up. Oh!
Escaping some tackles. So they had him for about a 5-yard loss, and he ends up losing about 2 on the play. A couple broken tackles. Number 3 is a shifty little player. McCarthy's a good player. Again, I recall he got Player of the Week in his or Player of the Game a number of times this year. You got to give credit though. Revere's holding them from the scores, and Marblehead's a very high-scoring team.
I'm sure for Marblehead, this is the first time in a long time that they've, not scored going, halfway into the second quarter.
Yeah, and Revere's seen a lot from all the teams they played so far this year. Obviously, they had a huge game last week against Flint English. And we got that option play. Quarterback's going to keep it. And they take him down at about the 26, 27-yard line. Gains a few. It's going to be 3rd and 8. This time the quarterback kept it.
No, just got to be careful. Like we teach all the kids, you got to break down on that tackle. Don't over pursue.
It's going to be 3rd and a long 8 at the. Make that the 32. 20, 27. I'm counting the wrong way.
Need a stop right here.
So you got Twaddle and Robertson. Going back to pass. He's got time and he's got a man, but
oh man!
Touchdown, Marblehead.
Wow.
Natola had him
just
covered
jumped
up.
a little too early on that one.
Natola had him covered up. He jumped, and the ball just got right over his hands. Touchdown, Marblehead. That was a nice pass.
Yeah, turnover turns into, points for Marblehead.
That was a jump ball. The high man won, and you thought Natola had him all covered up.
I thought Nikola was going to pick it off. I just think he just timed it wrong.
So the Marblehead's going to be kicking for the extra point. Their kicker is 29. That's Eli Feingold. And it looks like Marblehead is going to be calling a timeout. You wonder if they're going to be going for 2 because they're kicking in the wind. Oh, again, we have another instant replay from coming over at home. Ralph DeChico says the ball was absolutely out and the play was not down in that fumble play that we thought was a fumble. And again, a couple tough ones. Marblehead got away with a few, and then of course the turnover. So right now, Revere leads 7-6 with Marblehead's extra point pending.
I'm not trying to be biased there, but those calls hurt. Those are 2 opportunities Revere could have had the ball back.
No doubt. You just only hope at the end of the game they even themselves out. You're going to have bad calls. You're going to have tough calls that go both ways. So 4:46 left in the second quarter.
It's like Dominic Reed's coming in.
And they're sending that kicking unit back out. 29 is Eli Feingold, a sophomore kicker. Not a big kid, but this is what I like to watch for, is the interior line. Are they getting their hands up on the rush? Because that adds 6-7 inches over the kick. And they not a lot of hands up, and he gets it up, right up the middle.
We got a tie game here, Pat.
The guys up the middle need to get those hands straight up and try to make it hard, although it looks like their kicker got the ball up in the air anyway.
Yeah.
But if he ever kicks a line drive, miskicks it, it goes into the pack. You'd be surprised when you watch it in replay how much it just barely clears the line.
So many times, right? So many times you see that.
You're getting blocked. It's okay. You get no penetration. Get your hands up. It extends you, 6, 7, 8 inches. Tie ball game, 7-7.
Well, Revere knew coming into this it wasn't going to be an easy game, so let's just hope that they can, again, keep that adrenaline going, not get down on themselves on that. Still a lot of football left to play.
Yep. 4:46 left in the half. Revere will get the ball, and they're going to have the wind at their back. It'd be good to see if they get an answer score before the half, because Marblehead will get the ball to start the second half. And I think, they've tested a lot of things. I think they've figured out what they can and cannot run against Marblehead. And we'll see. I think we're going to see a different side of their offense going into this drive.
Those halftime adjustments can be key.
Those kickers.
Again, the ball just hung up in the air.
Is that Murphy? Murphy's got the
Murphy.
ball. Murphy's still going. And he stopped at the 36-yard line. Decent little return. He almost bounced one out there.
Murphy ate his wings this morning.
Yeah. Well, he's having a good game to start. And, again, he finished the game last week. Big tackle in overtime to end the game. And Revere, they were challenged last week. They were down for the first time all season. They were down a couple times during the game. They fought through many turnovers, and they came out with a huge victory.
3 lead changes in the second half. It was definitely an up-and-down game.
So Boudreau under center, and Lanos is the sole back. There's that sweep. There's that counter sweep.
That little counter sweep.
I love that play. And there he goes.
And the kid's still going. Oh, he got his ankle.
To the 20.
Wow. That's a great play.
They hadn't run that play yet. That play ran Lanos got a 67-yard touchdown last week. He just ran it for another 40, 45 yards. He's down to the 20.
Again, Revere patient with that. You know what I mean? They waited for the right time.
It looks like they're marking him out.
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
I wasn't on that
tough
side.
To see tough from all the way over here, but
so Lanos takes us down to the 31 after where they marked it off. Maybe he went out of bounds on that little cutback, but that little counter toss, I love it, because you got everyone moving one way, and then there's a hole open on the right.
And where he's so shifty in space, he can really make things happen.
So Barbosa's in the backfield. Lanos is lined up in the slot, and Ginepper's out wide. Barbosa's going to get the ball up the middle, plenty of room.
Nice stiff arm right there.
Nice block. And there he goes.
What a hell of a run. Right down to the 5-yard line.
We got a flag down.
You got to be kidding me.
Well away from the ball.
And that's going to be a spot foul, right?
Yep. That's going to take it back almost all the way.
That's just stuff that you can't let happen. Not when the back's already past you.
You know, I didn't see the block. I didn't see that bad block. I didn't see
What's
it.
the call? I didn't
I
even
get the
see
fans
call.
asking me if I have some sort of microscopic vision over here, but I definitely didn't see a bad block.
Yeah, anybody with the replay at home, let us know what happened on
Chico,
that
you're
one.
gonna have to give us a heads up. So we're gonna have after the spot. It's gonna be 1st down and 8. So it tends to be a 2-yard net gain when Barbosa took the ball down to about the 5-yard line.
4-minute warning.
Again, Barbosa hasn't gotten the ball yet. His first carry, he takes her a big gasher.
They have a lot of legs on this team.
4-minute warning, 1st and 8 at the 20.
They have Billy Ginepper in the backfield with them.
Showing different looks. Boudreau back to pass. Oh, he's got plenty of, there he is. Murphy gets it wide open. And Boudreau had to make that, he wanted to keep it, but then he saw his man open, wide open, and made a nice little throw on the run there.
You know, I have to say, I like to see Calvin. I think he's dangerous that way. It forces the defense to come up and decide, are they going to go after him? And then he has those receivers open.
Yeah, and give credit to the line there. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. He checked down 2-3 times, found his 3rd receiver, and made a nice, easy 1st down pass. 1st and 10 at the. Oh, it's tough to tell where they are in the field here.
Another stiff arm. Oh no! Not another one.
So they're going to call that on Murphy. He had him. He was in front of him, and he turned him around. You know.
Man.
We're going to get the Boo Birds out here soon with these flags.
This guy just loves throwing laundry on the field.
If I miss a touchdown,
Again, not trying to be biased here. I didn't see the penalty, but you know.
Yeah, none of us saw it. The crowd didn't see it. They're yelling some expletives. We're not going to repeat.
Right.
But it's going to be 1st down and long, 1st and 20 because it's a spot foul. Actually make that about 1st and 18. And it's about the 6.5 yard line to the 6.5 yard marker to gain the 1st down. Hand off to Barbosa. Another lot of room.
Hey, we'll take that. To get that up to the 15, 16 yard line, maybe.
So we got about 2.5 to go. Rivera's in no rush. They don't want to give they don't want to give the Marblehead team a chance to get the ball back before the half.
17 yard line.
So 1st and 10 at the 17. 1st and 10 at the 7. 2nd and 10 at the 17.
Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 at the 17. With about 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Tie ball game 7-7.
Well, you get some threats back there.
Tolanos is sold back. Toss Tolanos is that counter toss. Oh, and he got a kick from his knees, tackle him.
They caught him on that one.
Not much of a gain there. It's going to be 3rd and 10. And that hole was there. Kid was down. He made a tackle from the ground. So a couple really tough calls and a bad non-turnover. I wonder why Marblehead hasn't lost here in many years.
You have to wonder.
Yeah, you start thinking. I wonder why their home field advantage is so good.
Revere can still get another 1st down here, but they got to get the 9 yards.
Back to passes, Boudreau. Boudreau's going to slide out of the pocket. He's got a man in the back of the end zone.
Oh, come on, throw the flag on that
Doesn't
one.
want to throw it.
He wasn't even looking for the ball.
Barbosa was going to receive it. He definitely had an unturned man. No call. So they're going to send out their kicking unit. Riazzi's going to kick from about the 25. It's going to be about a 32, 33 yarder.
Well, he's got the wind to his back.
It's going to be a 34-yard field goal.
Oh, it looks like they're sending the pressure here, Marblehead. They're definitely going to send the pressure.
Marblehead's going to call a timeout. So Marblehead has 1 timeout to go. They'll end up getting the ball back, and that's a good thing. They're using up some of their timeouts with about 1:11 on the clock.
What do they have? 1 more? Or 2 more after this? Timeouts? I'm not sure.
Marblehead used 1 already, so they'll have 1 timeout left. So 7-7 game. Riviera's going to be lined up to kick about a 34-yard field goal, and Riazzi has the wind at his back, so he's just going to have to keep it through the uprights, and he certainly will have plenty of leg.
He has it on the near hash here, so which he's been pretty good from the hashes. So. Oh, it's just lousy.
You know, tough plays, but you got to like Riviera's offense on that last series, even though they didn't put the
ball. You know,
the kick is
it's wide.
Pushed it right.
Yeah.
He had plenty of leg. Pushed it right.
Well, again, this is what makes teams tougher. You got to fight through adversity.
It's going to be a dogfight tonight.
Right? Refs aren't going to give many calls. They just got to earn it.
So Marblehead will take over at the 20-yard line. So this isn't like the pros. It doesn't go where the plays or the ball's placed. It's where the line of scrimmage was. It's going to be first down and 10 at the Marblehead 20. What happens if you could maybe put in a little bit of a turnover here? Revere has all their timeouts. Screen to 35. Got a blocker. Breaks a few tackles. Still moving. And pushed out of bounds. Marblehead's going to pick up a first down. The clock on the field has 59 seconds, so 59 seconds to go in the half. 7-7, and they're running the clock, so they're winding it.
Yep, it's going. You have to figure they're going to try to take a deep shot here.
Well, they're gonna have to, especially with about 50 seconds. The clock is ticking. 50 seconds to go in the half. I'd send one. Another little screen, and he's got some blockers. He's going to get tackled just before the first down marker. It's going to.
Rivier's been there. They just, they have a little trouble wrapping up on that.
Clock's still ticking. About 27 to go. You got to, again, this is where you maybe keep someone back. Don't give up the big play. 20 seconds to go. They send in a blitz. Send in a couple men, and they got him. They got him still wrapped up.
Nice play. Nice job.
They were going for a little bit of
Billy
a
Ginepra, Tran.
That was Ala, I think, on the first hit on the early one. So about 6, 5.
Time is not on their side. Are they going to take one more shot?
Looks like they're calling their last time out. Oh,
Is that the half?
That's the half. So at the half, 7-7, tie ball game. Revere scores on their opening drive. Marblehead scores later on in the game off of a turnover, and Marblehead will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, take it back. Not as high scoring as I had said earlier.
7-7. All right, we'll see you back here in about 10-15 minutes. Patrick Keefe, Donnie Boudreau on Revere TV.
See you in a bit.
Kevin! All right, we're back here to start the second half. Both teams are on the field getting stretched out. Revere, Marblehead tie game 7-7. We had a good defensive battle in the first half. Revere got stopped on a few drives. Marblehead got stopped on a few drives. Revere initially opened up the game with their first score of an 80-yard touchdown by Jonathan Murphy, and then Marblehead answered later on in the second quarter with a deep pass to the corner to the front of the end zone, just over a well-guarded defense by Natola.
Yeah. It's and then, to end the second half, they had a really nice drive, but penalties just kind of killed it. So
yeah, penalties,
hopefully they can clean that up.
Penalties and one turnover so far, the nemesis for Revere, but you gotta like what you saw out of Revere.
Hey, I think Revere's playing a great game. They again just clean up those penalties. But overall, I think they've done a great job here.
And Revere fans are representing tonight in Marblehead. Marblehead stands filled up. We got a good crowd here on a Friday night in Marblehead. Just to note, tomorrow on Revere TV, starting at 1 o'clock, the girls field hockey will have their senior day at the Revere football at the Harry Delarusso Stadium. So that's going to be on Revere TV and also at the stadium. If you want to go watch it live, you can watch the Revere field hockey team who made the tournament, who was qualified for the tournament for the first time in 31 years.
Congratulations
to those
girls.
Great ladies. And then Monday at 5 o'clock, live on Revere TV as well, we have the girls volleyball, who I believe is also qualified for the tournament.
You're correct on that.
So you got the field hockey, you got soccer. I'm not quite sure if both boys and girls soccer have qualified, and then you have field hockey, volleyball, great fall sports going on at Revere, and cross country and track.
It's exciting,
right?
It's really exciting.
So Revere's going to kick to start the second half, and Revere is kicking into the wind, so that means Marblehead will start off going against the wind.
So they'll have the wind at the end of the game.
Right. But I think you could see Revere coming off hot in the second half.
Yeah, I'm sure they made some adjustments at halftime. I'm sure the coach saw some things that maybe he felt he could run in this half.
So again, we're packed up here in the stands. We're doing this game live in the stands. Riazi set the kick. He boots it deep. And returner gets the ball right at the goal line.
Great kick.
Drew's got a lot of room to run. Too much room. Breaks a couple. Uh-oh. There he goes down the sideline. No one's going to stop him. Marblehead returns the opening kick of the second half all the way.
Well, that's going to sting a little bit.
That is not what you want to do to start the half. Will Twaddle, who's the number one back, runs it back all the way. It's almost as if he had way too much time to set up and run. He was at about the 30-yard line before any Revere Patriots got down there.
Yeah, he had a lot of room there to, really read where he could go. It looked like it was a little light on this side, and he took advantage of it.
You almost wonder if, Riazi kicked it deep. It was a little bit on a line, so there wasn't a lot of hang time. You almost wonder if they thought he was just going to take a touchback where they didn't get to him quickly, because he was running in full speed at about the 25-30 before you even saw a white jersey.
And he was deep, Riazi put it at about the 1 yard line.
And his kick is no good. That's a break for the Revere Patriots.
Well, that could come in huge. That's a big stop right there.
That's a broken extra point. So Marblehead leads 13-7. They score on the opening kickoff of the second half. Not what you want to see, especially the way their defense has been playing. They've given up only a few first downs, and then they give up a really big return.
We've said it before how important special teams is. It's been important for us. Well, they just need to rally here.
So Revere's going to have to answer here to get their first drive of the second quarter. Want to give a big shout out to a lot of fans here in the stands. It's great. We got some Revere Pop Warner representation. I got Xavier Schaefer from the 10U team with his mom and dad. I know George is watching. Coaches from the 10U team. Coaches from the 12U team. I know Reggie Green's watching at home. And Coach Wally Lanos, who's Joe Lanos' dad, is here in the stands.
Right.
He coaches on the C squad. And then we got, yourself, who's helping out the 14U. And we see some 14U players around here. We got Day, who plays on the 12U team. We got a lot of Revere representation on the road in Marblehead.
And I know Eddie Sullivan's watching at home. He's been a big part of these kids in Pop Warner. A big part of Calvin's quarterback education. He's been texting me at halftime, kind of giving me some pointers.
Eddie's been a great coach with Pop Warner, and he's mentored a lot of these kids on this team. We love Eddie. We love what he's done with a lot of these kids. Here's that kickoff. It's just a little bit of a squib. And Teo's going to pick it up for 35.
We got a flag there. I mean, he just spun him around like a helicopter on that one.
You wonder if he got a piece of the mask. You know, it's funny. You look at Marblehead; they're looks like they're right on the sideline. It's tough to tell from this side.
Yeah, I haven't seen them push them back. I know there's not a ton of room there, but they do seem like they're right on the field.
So that's going to go against Marblehead. Looks like it's going to move the ball about 10 to 15 yards.
Should be
forward.
a 15-yard penalty easily.
So Riviera's going to start off on their own.
On
Marblehead's 47. So 1st and 10 for Riviera at the 47. So we got some calls from the fans at home. They want to see a little more of that toss sweep action to Lanos to get him into some space. But I have another special member of Marblehead here on the sideline, Adam Sagaloff, who's got some great daughters on the Marblehead sports teams.
Oh, they sniffed that one out.
Murphy gets the opening carry, loses about 4. That's a loss of 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 15 at the 49.
Immediately after the handoff by number 50, James Maniatis. Second down and 14.
Marblehead notorious for some good softball teams. They also obviously have had some great football teams.
Good basketball teams.
Basketball as well. Marblehead's a good little sports town. For not a lot of kids, they put out some good product.
They really do.
So back to pass. He's got some time. He's got a man open. Day catches it in stride. And Day's going to take it to almost the 40.
A nice catch by Dylan. He's got sure hands, that kid.
41. He's a big receiver. He's a good target for Calvin to throw to.
And they've been doing it for years.
Now it's going to make it 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. 3rd and very manageable for Rivera.
Well, we've said it before. Definitely opens up the run game when you can throw the ball. There's that little toss sweep everybody was looking for.
There he is. And he goes. And there he's still going on his feet.
Great run, no flags, thank God.
Yeah, no flags. That's the first thing we all look for. Lanos catches it and gets room. Lanos takes it for 30 yards. Well, it's going to be 1st down and 10, so they can get a 1st down here. It's going to be at about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for Rivera at the 13.
Okay, those are 2 nice big gains on that.
So nothing secret there. Give the ball to Lanos. You know, you're gonna have to give it to everyone else to change the
They
pace.
got Lanos split out here. This is interesting. I haven't seen much of this.
So is that Furlong or Barbosa in the backfield? So
a little Barbosa.
That's Barbosa.
Little counter.
Yep. So he takes it to about the 9. Second down and be 2nd and 5 at the 9. Rivera's down 13-7. This is again the only 2 teams that they've trailed to were Lynn English last week, and now they're trailing to Marblehead early in the 3rd quarter.
2 undefeated teams here.
A couple big mishaps. Rivera has 1 turnover, and they missed the field goal towards the end of the first half. And Marblehead missed an extra point. Little toss to Lanos. Tons of space. Still going.
There's a
Lanos
touchdown.
in for the touchdown.
What a drive, huh? What was that, 4 plays?
And we got the sole Marblehead fan on the sidelines here with me right now. A good friend of mine. He's not happy, but you know what? Rivera ties the ball game up 13-13.
That's the way to answer. That's the way to answer. That's the way to answer.
Yep. And it's fair. It's fair all game. You're going to have to keep them honest. You're going to have to keep Barbosa and Murphy, with the counters and with the sweep action.
They're like a 3-headed monster out there tonight with Barbosa, Murphy, Lanos.
Oh, bad snap. No. So there you go again.
Well.
Bad snap. Never had a chance. Marblehead's going to get the ball on the kickoff. Tie game, 13-13. That was a chance for Rivera to take the lead.
They're just trying to keep our stomachs in knots up here. I don't know.
You know, watching the game, it doesn't seem like it should be this close. And I hate to say it. I mean, Marblehead's a hell of a team, but I felt like the Lynn English game, I felt like the Lynn English team was a little bit more versatile. So here we are live on Revere TV and YouTube, Channel 3, Channel 8 if you're watching on Revere TV, or if you're watching RCN Channel 3. 9:31 to go in the third quarter. Revere, Marblehead 13-0. We got ourselves a ball game Friday night in Marblehead.
Friday Night Lights. Now you got to wonder, what are they going to do here? I can't imagine they're going to kick the same way.
Yeah, kick it deep. That was a line drive last time. Kick it deep, kick it over his head. We got another shout out. We got Jen Keefe, the wonderful wife, spouse at home watching the game, cheering on her Revere team. I know they got a couple girls watching the games at home tonight. Hi, Jen. And that's exactly, he puts it up in the air.
Yeah, he put it up higher on that one.
A lot more hang time.
Right to the goal line.
Twaddle picks it up. He's got some blockers and still has some space. He takes it to about the 25. So much different. You had the line drive kick. He returned it all the way. He put it up in the air. He only takes it to the 25.
Big difference. Hey, this only helps them grow as a team. You know, sometimes these mistakes, you learn from them, hopefully.
So at this point, it's safe to say that both these teams are going to make the playoffs, right? They're both very good teams. They're both undefeated.
And they may see each other again.
And they may see each other. So you want to have games that challenge yourself. You don't want to have all these blowout games because then what happens is you face a tough opponent. You don't know how to play from behind. You don't know how to play with adversity. 1st and 10 Marblehead at the 25. Quick pass. That's going to be the 3. Cutting it back.
Oh, fumble! Oh, let's get this ball back. Let's get this ball back.
There's a definite fumble on the play.
They're signaling they have it.
They signal all the time that they have. We'll see what really happens.
You know we'd be doing the same thing.
So 2nd down. As mentioned.
Right.
No matter when that ball is down, whoever's on it, Revere always signals that they have it.
Hey, they get an A for effort, right?
Absolutely. So that's a good little stop there. 2nd down, loss of 2.
They're all over that screen. They just have to watch the deep ball, Pat.
2nd down and 12 at the 20.
These receivers are speedy. Just can't let them get behind these defensive backs.
That was Sean McCarthy on the fumble. He's back to pass again. A little false start, I think.
Oh, that helps Revere.
Oh, well, I think he might have called it offsides here. Nope, make that a false start. Marching backwards. 2nd down and 17.
We'll take it.
Any way to push him back. So Marblehead has shown a lot in the first half, and Revere probably did a lot of game planning in the half, and they've come out. It looks like they know what they want to run against them. They're dialing up just to hear more pressure as well.
Yeah, you can see the offensive line looks like they're a little anxious.
So Robertson back to pass. He's got a man. And 12 with a great reception right over the middle.
Nice pass.
Lanos with the stop. He's going to get, it's going to be short of the 1st down. Or it's going to be just short of the 1st down. And that ball hung up there just a little bit as well. It's tough throwing. Oh, wait, they're signaling a 1st down here.
That's A.J. Russo on that catch.
1st and 10 for Marblehead. They bailed themselves out there, I'll tell you that much. He's got a quick release. They send the house here, and they got him. They got him down.
That's John Tran. That kid is just, he's like a little pit bull in
They
there.
didn't want to give him any time. They just sent an all-out blitz.
That was the right thing to do.
You got to mix it up every once in a while. Stay back, mix it up, and they sent the house just there.
Force this kid to throw it, maybe make a mistake.
Well, he had no chance to throw it there. Robinson was eaten up, gobbled up real quick. So it's going to be 2nd down and very long.
Well, after that big game, they just got knocked back, so that was a huge play right there.
So we got Donald Boudreau here. That's he and I have been doing these games. We also had Rick Frenny, but it looks like we just got signed to a season-ending contract. We got an extension to make out the rest of this year.
Hey, this is exciting.
That ball's going to be thrown out of bounds.
This is exciting. Wow, big 3rd down.
Revere TV Live, big 3rd down and 20. 13-13. Donnie Boudreau, Patrick Keefe. We got ourselves a ball game here at Piper Field in Marblehead on a nice night, nice Friday night in October.
We lucked out because I was prepared for like blizzard conditions, and I'm nice and toasty tonight.
We're in the crowd, so you can hear them chanting defense. That's Waldy Lanos leading the chant. That's Joey Lanos' dad.
These fans are fired up.
Oh, they brought some great. I got Joanne Murphy here. Give a shout out to Joanne.
Well, Mason looks like he's got a shot right at the quarterback here. There's nobody on him. Looks like Marblehead's a little confused here.
Oh, we got. Yep. So that's an encroachment on Revere.
Yeah, I think so.
It looked like a little bit of a bobble. It could have almost went out either way, but you can't cross the line at all, even if you get
with
back.
These federation rules.
Oh, it's gonna be. It gives them a free 5 yards. It's gonna be 3rd and 15.
Again, I think Ali Mays was licking his chops on that one because he saw he had a free ride.
Well, they got three wide. This is where they might throw a little bit of the screen. Now there's that screen 34 going way out for a motion.
I'm hearing a whistle.
That's a false start.
Yep, false start on Marblehead.
So 34 went out on that motion. He goes way back almost for a screen. So it's either something they're going to throw, trying to get him into a lot of space and get downfield blocking, or you get motion going that way and you try and bring it the other way, which is what they were actually trying to do.
Right, back and forth. It's still third down.
So the flags are hurting Marblehead in this second half early.
I don't know. Marblehead looks like they're a little confused out here. I wonder if they try to draw up some plays at halftime and they're not really sure.
Well, he's been throwing the ball well to the middle of the field. And that's what he's looking right in the middle of the field. He's got a man deep. He's got a man open. And he's dropping.
Nice coverage. That was great coverage right there.
It was great coverage, and you got to give credit. 35 ran himself.
Is that
up.
Marco Saraboni? You know, the kid has wheels. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know,
Saraboni's very fast, and he gave up on defending it, and he took the kid's hands down, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. If you get slightly beat, you go for the tackle and you rip the hands down. And that's what he did. He didn't make him able to catch that ball.
This kid's never played football, and you think he'd be playing his whole life.
He's a hell of an athlete.
That's just great football instinct right there.
So Marblehead's going to have to punt, and Lanos is back deep at the 50 to return the punt. They get some pressure, and it's
a high one too. Revere's going to have great field position.
He's going to go right out of bounds. He's going to go right out of bounds at the 35. Revere's going to have great field position to start off their second drive of the half.
You have to wonder what's going through Marblehead's mind right now. You know, I know the score. I don't think they've seen themselves in this situation.
No, absolutely. Well, you look at the scores of the games; they haven't had many close games. They had a couple low-scoring games, but if you remember,
which we can see, it's a big part of it.
We got a shout out to Jeff Doucette and Mark Natola.
The gang's all here.
All the dads are in the stands, moms too. 1st and 10, Revere. Hand off to Lanos. Lanos going to push the pile. They're trying to hold him up and steal that ball.
He still fights his way, though. You know, I mean, he just doesn't give up. The legs just keep moving.
So Jeff Doucette in the stands, and number 55, Ryan Doucette, a great pulling guard. Right? And I want to shout out to Kirk Reed out there, Dominic Reed's dad, always cheering on all the sports in Revere. We got some passionate parents.
We do. It's nice to see. It's nice to see the turnout.
2nd and 8. Boudreaux back to pass. Looks like his hand was banged or
something happened. Yeah.
Not sure. I got to be honest. I'm okay with them trying to pass here, but you almost wonder if they wanted to try and do another counter. There's a lot of opportunity on that left side.
Well, I think they knew, where at Marblehead had sniffed out that last jet sweep. They wanted to run the fake jet, see if they could catch them inside and just do a little pass up the middle.
And he had a man deep. I think he hesitated on that pass.
Yeah.
Calvin's confidence, you just got to, you throw the next pass. You throw the next pass. He hesitated. He wanted to pull it back. And you know what? Ball went to the ground, which is exactly where you want it to go.
He's always mindful of those safeties. He tells me all the time. It looks like it's open, but on those deep balls.
Well, a lot of good safeties trying to show you. They try to trick you into throwing towards them. Boudreaux on the center. Lanos, step back.
Oh, no.
Boudreaux was eaten up.
Yeah.
So they weren't. The blocking wasn't there. Boudreaux, I'm glad he held on to that ball.
Yeah,
kind of left it out there.
Gives them out like a loaf of bread.
Gives them the chance to punt the ball back. Hopefully that they'll be able to keep this in beneath the 10-yard line. So Revere TV, we got ourselves a ball game. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 13-13. Both teams' defense dialed up some plays when they needed to. Revere had a great opportunity getting the ball to 35 and weren't able to capitalize.
Well, he can put some hang time on this one since he's.
Or just angle it out of
close,
bounds. So he's gonna put a spiraling punt to the, and it's gonna
almost.
just bounce into the end zone.
If you had a little more hang on that, they might have been able to get down there and down that thing.
Marblehead will take over at the 20. Revere's defense has done a good job, but you know Marblehead's coming back and they're going to want to pass.
Oh yeah.
So what do? You got to throw a few. You got to throw a few blitzes in there.
Yeah, force that quarterback to make a bad decision.
We got another shout out here. We got Mama Tracy Sullivan, parents of Sullivan twins, and of course, young Eddie Sullivan, who was the captain of the Revere football team just a few years ago. That pass is incomplete. And Eddie is playing. I'm forgetting what school he's going. He was at Franklin Pierce. Mom's going to have to send me another text and tell us where he's going this year, so we can try and keep an eye on that young Eddie. It's going to be second down and 10. And Tracy and Eddie Sullivan just celebrated a big anniversary. Happy anniversary, Sullivan. Right. Second and 10.
Here comes John Tran.
They're going straight pass. And he's got another man deep. Slightly overthrown. That was Murphy on the coverage. They're not even attempting to run right now. They're going straight to that passing offense.
They're just hoping they can beat him. They're going to keep taking it down. I mean, they're, low risk throws because if anything, they're just overthrown.
Right. And he's throwing into the wind, so he's throwing against the wind. So you think that it's going to be a little bit more favorable for him in the fourth quarter.
Well, John Tran definitely got stopped on that one. A couple of big boys.
So big third down here, 3rd and 10. Probably try a little something shorter in the middle of the field here.
Yeah, they have everybody playing up.
They dial up another blitz. And he's got a fumble! Jump on the ball!
Oh, who's got it? Who's got it?
I'm out.
Oh, we got it. Oh, yeah. The way he sees that for a while, guys.
They almost wanted to do the scoop and
They
score.
wanted to. They wanted to.
Someone fouled the ball.
Right.
Revere's had a golden opportunity here. Huge
Wow, right on the 11-yard line.
These fans are fired up today.
Hey, they brought the pressure and it paid off.
I hope you can hear the fans. We got what is that, a vuvuzela that they're pumping over there?
I don't know, but she told me her lips are pretty chapped already,
Right.
so she's going to have to get her some chapstick.
I think we saw that at some of those European soccer games during the Olympics. They're blowing that vuvuzela. That's Mama Lanos, and that's Dylan Day's mom over there in the crowd.
Oh, you gotta love it.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. There's that counter. Nothing there. It's going to be second down. So Revere can still get a first down before they put it in the goal line, but it's going to be
close.
Right at the 1 for a first down. I say keep it simple. Go with what's gotten you here. Give the big man the ball.
Let him make some plays.
Give the big man the ball.
Looks like is he coming off or? Oh no, Joe's out there. Okay.
So it's going
Well,
to
they got some weapons out.
2nd and 14. Toss to Lanos. Now it's going to cut it in.
Nice little game.
He takes it to around the 9.
So we have 3rd down here.
Yeah.
They're marking them at the 10.
It's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 10 yard. 3rd and 10 at the.
You're right. It looks like they're right on the 10-yard
They're
line.
right around the 10. So it's going to be 3rd and 9.
Come on, Coach Paul. What do you got? Let's give us something good here.
We also got another parent in the stands. Eric Anderson and his daughters are here. His daughters who both play some of those fall sports. Watching the game, cheering on the boys.
There you go. Get in there, Murph. Get in there, Murph. Oh, another flag. You got to be kidding me.
Wow.
They are just shooting
Murphy
themselves
gets
in the
into
foot.
the end zone.
Looked like that might have been on Billy Ginepra. I just think they don't want Revere to score, Patrick. I don't know. Because this is, what, 4?
This is 3 touchdowns taken away. 3 touchdowns taken away by flags.
That was a nice play, nice run.
And they're marking it 10 yards from right around the 9-yard line. So, you know, they're not even calling that at the goal line where he threw it.
Yeah, and I don't understand that because if it was on Billy, I mean, he was, well, looked like around the 5, so.
So 3rd and a long distance, about 20. So 3rd and about 19. And again, the fans are not happy.
And I don't blame them.
Yeah, this is tough stuff. You know, on any play you can call a flag. You know that. We all know that. There's holding on him every play of the game. Boudreau's got a man over the middle. Pass is incomplete. So you're going to bring out the kicker here. He missed the first one from the left hash. He pushed it right. I think, you know, in those big kicks in Revere, he was on the right hash.
Yes.
Almost wonder if he's more comfortable on the right hash. We'll see where they're lined up.
Considering it was an incomplete pass, I would assume it would be in the middle of the field here, but.
And here's the big leg, Riazzi. Yeah, he's pretty much dead center. A 27-yard kick. Good snap. Good kick. And the kick looks good from here.
Looks good. Yep. It is good, baby. Take it.
It looks good from exactly where we are, but you're always looking for the refs to see what they see.
Yeah, they took their time on that one. They wanted us to panic a little bit.
Revere takes the lead, 16-13.
Well, you know what? At least they got some points off of that turnover.
3:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. You got to be happy with the way the defense has stepped up. Revere has a lead, and Marblehead will receive the kick.
It's like Ryan Doucette might be a little banged up over here.
Coming in for Doucette, JT. Nope. Checking in on the kicking team. '84, Zach Speroni on the kicking team. Zach, as we remember last week, Dan McGuire, who works over at the Seacoast, said Zach's an excellent Seacoast student, great kid, great player, and just, you know, he works hard. He's a senior.
Yeah, it's good to see him out here making a contribution.
Yeah. So Riazzi back to kick, and they got look at this formation.
It's a crazy lineup.
They got a 4 straight. They're going to break it up, and he's going to get a lot of hang time. He's going to put this one deeper into the end zone, well deep into the end zone.
They got a lot of leg on that one. Yeah,
that's what you want.
We'll take it. Absolutely, we'll take that.
The Marblehead is going to take over at their own 20, 1st and 10 at the 20 with 2:13 to go in the 3rd quarter.
I don't know. These kids seem a lot more calm than I am right now.
Yeah, 16-13. You're watching Revere TV. Donald Boudreau, Patrick Keefe.
Well, you got to wonder, is Marblehead, it looks like they're just going to keep throwing it here, or?
Well, they have. You gotta want to try and keep them honest, but right now, they've gone to a straight passing offense. And again, quick pass, 30, got some blocking, and he gets a couple yards. That's about 5-6 yards.
Keep going to that screen pass.
That's James Duty, another stop. They got a young team.
Yeah, they're going to be good. They've been good. Like we talked about earlier, they won the NEC the last 5 years, so.
You're looking at their sheet, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors. So they sprinkle a few seniors in, but it's a young team.
A little fumble. Oh, they're calling the ball down.
Yep, he picked it up. He picked it up off his knee. That ball is dead. So it's going to be a loss of about 5 on that play. Going to bring it back to the 21. So 39 here.
And the clock's rolling down here, so.
Moving some fresh legs on the defensive line. That's Benson checking in. We got Augusto Gonzalez and Ali Meza on the outside. Looks like Jennifer's going to be trying to squeeze in here. They send Tran up the middle on the blitz. Tran's he's all over him. And Ali Meza.
Oh, yeah. What a play. What a play.
Tran has had some timely blitzes just to slow it down enough. Meza cleaned it up. That's teamwork
clutch.
right there.
That's clutch. That's great job by Ali.
Tran breaks through the middle. and Mazer finishes.
Hey, it's 11 guys out there, right, Pat? I mean, everybody's going to do their job, and they're all contributing.
This is another one. They haven't punted the ball well yet tonight, and this is, again, tough punting into the wind. Big punt, and again, not much on it. You got to get out of the way. To the 30.
That's great field position.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Defense is like, they're playing tough.
With this punting game, you almost think that they shouldn't punt.
If I'm the Marblehead coach, I got to say to myself, what am I doing? Those are horrible.
Maybe it's just into the wind. You know, they did have a decent line drive punt earlier in the first half. But Rivera's taking over and golden opportunity again here at the 30-yard line. Let's hope those yellow flags stay in the pocket for the rest of this half.
Yep.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. Revere leads 16-13. Boudreau in shotgun. Lanos to his left. Hands it off to Lanos. A lot of room. Lanos makes a cut to the outside. Lanos makes another cut.
Go, Joe. Go.
To the 10. Lanos down to the 5-yard line.
Wow. Great run.
And best of all, there's no flags on the field.
It's a miracle.
The crowd is excited. You got a 25-yard run, and there's no laundry.
And it looks like they have it on the 4-yard line.
Hey, you got 4 downs. Give it to 20.
It's going to get in there, one of those.
Give it to 20.
You know, no mistakes here. No mistakes.
Looks like Marblehead's calling a timeout.
Yeah, they want to talk this
they're forced. Oh, wait, that's the quarter. 16-13. End of the third. Revere first and goal at the 5.
Well, you know what? If anything, they can prove they can hang.
We're here on Revere TV. Revere leads 16-13. They have the ball. First and goal at the 5. Don Boudreau, Patrick Keefe at Piper Field in Marblehead on Friday night. We're excited.
I'm
can
so
you tell?
excited. I love it. I love the energy, Pat.
And just a reminder again, tomorrow at Harry De La Russa Stadium, the Revere girls field hockey team, who's made the tournament for the first time in 31 years, we're so proud of you. Senior day tomorrow at 1 o'clock, starting festivities. And Monday, we got the girls volleyball team, who's also made the tournament, is going to have their senior day at 5 o'clock at the RHS Fieldhouse, which was just redone. Have you seen the new Fieldhouse?
I have not seen it yet.
It's beautiful.
Is it?
It's beautiful.
I heard they were doing it over.
So Revere put a lot of investments in a lot of their gyms and their athletic programs this year, in the last couple of years. And they got a new Fieldhouse floor. And the high school stadium, they also redid the beach lawn court. It's nice to see because, you know, sometimes there's a lot of talk about not a lot of money put into the athletics and Revere high school programs, and being a little bit more conservative. It seems like they found it this year. They found it the last few years, and it's paid off with good teams.
That's right. It's exciting.
You always got to remind people it's important to give. Obviously, the best education is most important. It's always going to be paramount, but there's nothing like giving a little school spirit. There's nothing about giving a couple kids a reason to want to go to school. Because you know what? Let's be honest. There's a good couple percentage of kids that want to just get through.
Yep.
And sometimes a sport like football, or baseball, or basketball, or hockey, whatever it may be, keeps them a little bit more engaged. And then maybe their junior, senior year, that things start to click and they realize how important school is.
That's right. And a lot of life lessons in sports.
First and goal at the 5. Boudreau on the center, handoff to Lanos. Lanos going to go right up the middle. Touchdown! Lanos!
Fantastic.
22-13, extra point pending. Revere lead.
So they're going to have to score twice, Marblehead.
Yeah, and they haven't shown much. Riazi the kick. Snap is down.
And it's
kick
good.
Is up. The kick is good. Revere has a 10-point lead early in the fourth quarter.
These boys have to be so excited.
So we got Kyle Svensson, Big O's dad, Big Kyle, watching from home, one of the best custodian, or the crew chief of the Revere custodians. He said that the custodians did an excellent paint job on those schools.
It's going to look nice. Can't wait for basketball.
They painted the entire gym, so they did the walls and everything. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So Donnie, mentioning that we missed Rick Frenny. He's done a good job, but on the road we got yourself, and it looks like you've taken over the job. No offense, Rick Frenny. It's kind of like finders
I love you,
keepers.
Rick, right? Those are big shoes to fill, like I've said before. He's got that voice for the job.
He's fantastic. He did the Columbus
I'm happy
Day
to be
Parade.
here.
He did a really nice job, and Rick will be doing some other games. I'm sure he'll be spot filling, and I know that we got a basketball season coming up. So we miss you over here, Rick Frenny, but Don Boudreau and Patrick Keefe are excited to announce that we just received a contract extension for the 2020 season.
I'm loving it. Loving every minute of it.
Oh, a little squib kick.
Yep.
And
he just
taken
falls.
down. That's the ball's dead. The 31. So I don't think that was intentional. I think that came off his foot the wrong way.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
And I don't think that kid was expecting me either. He picked it up. He actually got knocked back.
Caught him off guard. Yeah, knocked him right on his butt.
So Marblehead takes over at the 31. Marblehead's 2 scores. One on a long pass that was nearly picked off. They scored a touchdown. And then obviously that third quarter opening kickoff took it to the house. And there goes straight pass formation again. 4 wide. They got a little bump pass.
Nice little play right there.
Yeah, so you see that in the pros a lot now, and if you play fantasy football, that goes
Yeah,
to
we'll
pass.
take it, right?
And people always love it because you get a running back that gets a lot of passes that way. But that's a little bump pass, they call it. Quarterback kind of just receives it and pops it over to his receiver or running back that's usually in front of him, so it's technically a forward pass. The danger of it is if he drops it, it's a live ball.
Looks like Adateo came in for Furlong. I don't know if he cramped up on the calf.
They're going 4 wide again. They're spreading it out.
Going right up the
Hand
middle.
off. Oh, and he's got a huge gash. And he's going to go to the sidelines.
Oh, they're going to drop them.
He's going to the house, and that's Tweedle.
Wow. Didn't see that one coming.
Tweedle's been their man today. Huge answer for Marblehead. 2 plays, 1
This
score.
game is far from over.
Nope. And you can see why. Now you're starting to see why they're so good. Tweedle was all boxed up most of the first half, and they spread it out, and he gashed right up the middle.
Got to say some nice blocking by the Marblehead offense.
You didn't see any flags on that. There was a block late down the sideline, and again, it looked like a good block, but those ones didn't necessarily go for the Patriots' favor. So Marblehead's kick is pending. The kick is good.
Yeah, it looks like it's good.
He just got that off, too.
He barely got it off.
So 23-20, Revere leads with 11 minutes to go in the game. Marblehead will not go quietly.
Looks that way. Well, we would expect nothing less.
I mean, there's a reason they're undefeated, right?
That's right.
And they haven't just gone undefeated. They blew a few teams out. 42-0 Gloucester. BC High, they beat a Catholic Conference team.
That's
BC
right.
High is no joke. So
And it was a blowout.
And it was a blowout. And they caught them early in the season, but to beat a team like that, you got to realize that they got some horses, and it looks like
I think they beat Salem like 50-something to nothing.
So Will Twaddle's the real deal, and Josh Robertson, their sophomore quarterback, can throw the ball. So let's see what happens on the kick. Marblehead's going to be kicking off, and they got the wind at their back this time. You got Lanos and Murphy deep.
Now they have the wind.
I think that they're going to do exactly what Revere wanted to do, just punch it deep. I don't
Looks like Revere's content with just, if it goes in the end zone, let it go. They don't have anybody back.
And he's going to kick it deep. Lanos going to have a chance to return. He picks up around the 10, 15, 20. Lanos takes it to the 33-yard line. Not a bad return.
Nice little start right there.
That's a good containment by Marblehead. Revere's going to get the ball at the 32, 33-yard line. Make that the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Revere. It'd be great to see a long drive here.
Just break their will, break their will.
Just under 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, Revere leads 23-20 in what seems to be the Northeast Conference. This will be for the Northeast Conference Championship tonight?
I believe you're right, yes.
Well, both teams undefeated, both teams only
for the whole thing.
Pending a couple of games. I'm not sure that they factor into the conference. Hand off to Murphy. Murphy's getting outside. Still going outside, going left to right.
Looks like a face mask.
Right to left.
Again, hard to see from all the way over here, but
Murphy runs it a long way for 1 yard. Make that 2. Trying to figure out the direction of field, but that would have been north to south if we're going by the compass. The field is.
I mean, hey, if they scored on that in the first play of the game, right? You got to expect they're going to try again.
2nd down and 8. Lanos is sold back. Boudreau on the center. Toss to Lanos. Again.
You know,
Wow.
I don't want to jinx him, but I mean, it looks like if Calvin kept it, he might have a little run right there on the outside. What's the call?
No call. It's going to be 3rd down. It looked like a clear face mask. Lanos wanted a face mask. And the 5 refs on the field saw nothing. Imagine that. So it's going to be third and 6. 3rd and a long 6.
It's like they changed up the play.
You wonder if they're going into something past. Last few times, Marblehead's dialed up a little pressure and got to Calvin.
Yeah, they got a mismatch over here with this cornerback. I want to see if they throw it.
Well, he rolls out. He's got a man deep. Picked off.
No.
Got some room. Still running.
I don't know what.
They're going to turn the ball over. Marblehead's pumped up. They
Yeah.
got some momentum on their side.
It looked like they're over on our side. I thought they had a little mismatch. They went the other way, but
You know, throwing it into the wind, he had a step on him, but the ball was just underthrown. It's tough to throw into this wind tonight. That's Rivera's 2nd turnover.
that's a stinger.
It's time for the defense to put on that pressure.
9:31 on the clock.
Marblehead will have the ball at the 38, Revere 38. And they're pulling some new plays out of the playbook as well. You know, they had something, they left a couple plays in their back pocket just for these situations. Back to pass, they get that screen there. Some pressure, they eat them up.
That defense has been stepping up.
It's going to be a loss of about 1. But you know what? They had him a little further back. This kid keeps breaking tackles. He's
slippery.
Small.
Yeah,
he's
he's
very
small.
slippery. Yeah. What'd you say last game? You got that
Baby oil on him.
Got some baby oil on his arms.
We've seen the Dorchester kids do that back in the day.
You start to wonder if it's baby oil or maybe there's just there needs to be a little bit of better wrapping tackles.
Right.
So it's going to be a loss of about a yard. 2nd down and 11 to 39. They're putting a little more pressure on. This Dominic Reed right over the ball. Nolly. Long motion. Hand off the
Up
2.
the middle again. Jack Furlong.
Tripped him up. You can't let that kid go. Twaddle is a good runner, and he's been their main focus on the offense.
So they're just going to try to keep spreading Rivera out.
Well, Sean McCarthy checking in. So Twaddle and McCarthy and Robertson have been a lot of their offense, although 30's made a couple passes, receptions,
Number
and
12.
Ryan Friedenberg. AJ Russo. So we'll see what they do on 3rd and 8 here. And I almost wonder that they're going to go for a 4th down. This looks like 2-down territory. He's going to back the pass. He's got a man open on the screen. Oh, missed the open field tackle again.
It's going to wrap up.
And again, they had him before the line to gain.
And again, it looked like there was a block in the back. The refs didn't call it.
So there's 8 minutes to go in the game. First and
I already
10
have
of
enough
the
gray hair, but this game's definitely going to give me a few more.
1st and 10 of the 25. 7:45 left in the game. Plenty of time. 1st down and 10. Revere leads 23-20. Hand off to Twaddle. Big hole. Oh, boy. And Twaddle in for the touchdown.
That kid's fast. kid is fast.
Yep. Once he gets going, he's very fast. He's patient, stays back there, finds the hole, and gets going. So 7:23 in the game. Marblehead takes the lead, 26-23, extra point pending.
Well, still plenty of time. Revere's just got to keep that composure.
You know, big turnaround. Revere was up 10 just a short time ago, early in the fourth quarter. And now all of a sudden they're down 3 with the
We
extra
knew
point.
Marblehead was explosive, and they've shown it.
Kick is up, kick is good.
Yep.
Marblehead takes a 4-point lead. That's a 14-point swing in just about 4 minutes.
Wow.
No time to panic here. A lot of time on the clock, and Revere has obviously done well.
Right, short memory,
Very
move
short
on.
memory.
Such a big game. You got to wonder if Revere's going to dig a little deeper into the playbook here.
There's always that opportunity, but they've had their big plays, and they've driven the ball. There's been a couple failed drives, but they've driven. So just so you know, we got the great film crew here. We got Andy Love, who's live on scene with us.
He's done a great job.
Back home, Rick Promise, who does all the editing. Those guys are fantastic. I wouldn't know how to operate these cameras. I actually don't know how to operate these microphones. They just hand them to us.
Our job's easy.
So Marblehead will kick off. Revere set to receive. You got Lanos, Murphy, and looks like Natola to the right. They're going to kick a little bit of a straight one over to Lanos. Lanos, a little bumbled, picks it up. Going to get going. Going to find a big hole.
Nice run by Lanos.
Lanos was one man from breaking it. He's so dangerous in the return game. So again, Revere's going to start this drive at the 33. First and 10 at the 33. Make that, the 33-yard line.
What do you think here, Patrick? What do they do?
Keep it simple. Those toss sweeps have been good.
Yeah.
Simple handoffs, and then open up the short passing game. I think that this side of the field, it's a little tough to pass the people. They're just not there tonight. Lanos in motion, and Barbosa's going to take it to the outside. Barbosa's going to go down the sideline.
Lucas has some speed.
Yep. Barbosa takes it to the 41.
When the two of them are out there, they're going to key in on Lanos. It just gives Barbosa a little opportunity.
Well, you want to keep Lanos fresh. You can't give him the ball every play.
Right.
You'd like to.
No, I know.
just
He
can't.
plays both ways. I mean, the kid, he's like the Energizer Bunny.
Something I haven't seen them go after is that short pass to Gineppa, which I've always loved. Murphy and Gineppa on those short passes.
Yeah. To the sidelines, too.
Throw a hand off to Lanos. Lanos is going to move the pile forward. I think he's got the first down. Yep,
I
that's
think
going to
he's
be a
got
first down. He takes it to the 44. That's going to be good for a first down. Move the chains. Again, tons of clock. 6.5 to go in the game. But this is a 4-point game, so that's big that they hit their extra point. So Revere's going to have to put it in the back of the end zone.
Yes.
First and 10 at the 44. Throwing shotgun, hand off to Lanos. Lanos going to follow the block.
Nice run.
And they got Ala Tui leading the way.
Great blocking by Ala on that one.
Right to midfield, 50-yard line. That's a 6-yard run. And Revere's going hurry up.
Yep. They're trying to catch these guys.
And they did exactly that.
Did they get them?
No, they got a timeout.
Oh, they didn't have their players off the field.
Marblehead
It would
didn't
have
have
been a
their
penalty.
players off the field. Marblehead didn't have their players on the field. I'm not sure how many they had on. They didn't know, but if Revere got a playoff, they were going to get almost a freebie there. So
Yeah, that would have been an automatic first down on that one.
Again, they're changing something up, going hurry up. And it forces Marblehead to use one of those timeouts. And if Revere scores, that's a valuable timeout. Plenty of time here. Revere has scored plenty this season. They have that offense to do it. This might come down to the person with the ball last, much like last week.
Yeah, we've seen how that happened. So Two great games for them, though. Again, this only helps them grow. Hopefully, like I said, learn from the mistakes. But they're not giving up, and that's something to be proud of.
So 2nd down and 4 here. 5.5 to go in the game.
Feel that wind kicking up a little bit.
Yeah, that's why it's been hard to pass this going this way. It's going to be hard to kick too. So, you know, 2nd and 4. You wonder if after this play, Rivera's going to go right back to the hurry up. So Ginepper's on the backfield here, kind of on the wing. We'll toss over. A lot of blocking. Ryan, who's set out there, opens up a nice
Another first down.
That was a great block by Ducette.
Yeah, great job by Ryan on that.
Milano takes it over to the 40. It's going to be first down. Now Ducette, you don't realize he's playing guard or tackle. He's playing tackle.
Yeah.
And he comes out and leads the way. That's a 10-yard gain for Lanos.
I love that play.
And Lanos is, again, he's one man to beat each time.
Yeah, you just give him that little bit of space.
Rivera's not in a rush. There's no reason to be in a rush. You actually might want to eat up some clock and not give Marblehead a chance to get the ball back with much time. 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10. Murphy in motion. Handoff to Lanos. 2 blockers leading the way.
Another great run.
Tui.
Another great run.
And that's Jared Benson leading the way. Good blocking. 6-yard gain.
Seems like they got themselves in a little rhythm here.
Why not? So now again, you got them. They'll key in on lineouts, and you wonder if they're going to do something going the other way, or you can. There's the wide side of the field. We'll see what they dial up here. Straight handoff to Lineout. So he got slipped up.
Slips. Turf monster.
He went to go cut, and he had nothing to cut on. But that's that counter. He was cutting the other way. Take it to the weak side.
We got to get Joe some new cleats. We told him he whizzes them home from practice. He's got to stop walking on the pavement with those.
So 3rd and 4. I know, you see him walking. You see all these kids, they walk from the stadium back to the high school. And sometimes they have those cleats on. 4 minutes to go in the game. 4-minute warning. The ball is on the 33. This is absolutely 4-down territory.
Without a doubt. The big 3rd down right here.
Bounce the ball. Bounce it outside.
Wow.
He's going. He's got
there's the flag.
There's the face mask, finally.
All right. It's about time. My God.
The worst part about it is the backside ref threw the flag. The ref right on the scene didn't.
What does that tell you, Matt? What does that tell you?
You know, they're lucky they got it. It's a 15-yard penalty. That's a huge first down for him. But
that ref should be ashamed of himself, honestly.
Again, you never hear me really criticize the refs. It hasn't been great tonight. It's been a little sloppy. Let's just hope it's clean the rest of the way.
That's right.
Let the teams, whichever team plays the best, win on that merit.
That's exactly how I feel.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 18. Rivera is in the red zone. That's tripped up at the 15. Well, he gets about 3. That's Barbosa. 3 minutes to go. Rivera's in no rush. If you're going to put a score in here, you want to give the ball back to Marblehead with as little time as possible.
Exactly.
And this seems like it's final drive time for Rivera. It doesn't look like they're going to get the ball back again, so this is all out. They'll be going on 4th down here no matter.
And they need the score. They need a score.
They need a
field goal's not going to cut it.
So 2nd down and 7. Lanos is sold back. And you got Murphy on the outside. Murphy cuts it in. Murphy takes it to the 5.
He faked me out. I thought Lanos had that.
I was going to say, if you're Marblehead, you've got to sell out here and just go after Lanos. So it's a perfect time to dial something up. Murphy's going to come off a little hobble, but that's a 1st down. So 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Rivera wants to let that clock tick. 1st and goal, 5-yard line. Rivera down, 27-23. And like I said, if you're Marblehead, you sell out. You just go after Lanos. So it was a perfect play. You have Lanos going, and you give it to Murphy. Murphy almost put it in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play. He told you, he faked me out.
Yeah. And again, you do it again, maybe you slip Calvin out, little rollout.
Yeah. Now would be the time, right?
Because they're stacking the box and they have to. This is Lano's time. Number 20 is going to get the ball. And he's going to take it to the 1 yard line.
3 downs, 1 yard to go.
What happened in the overtime game? Put the ball in Lano's hand.
Minute 30, the clock is ticking.
2nd down and goal.
Clock is ticking away here.
Revere doesn't want to give the ball back, give Marblehead the ball back with any time. Revere is down 27-23. They have the ball.
No
2nd
mistake.
down and goal at
Right.
the 1 yard line.
This is big right here.
This is huge. Is Boudreau going to go for the keeper? Hand off to Lanos. No signal yet. Still no signal. They're spotting the ball at the goal line. 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's right on the goal line. At least from here, it looks like it's right on the goal line.
So we got a timeout. Revere, timeout Revere. They want to figure something out here.
No mistakes here. This is huge.
Is your heart pounding?
Oh my God,
right?
I can feel it beating out of my
If you're
chest
at
right
home
now.
and your heart's not pounding, you don't have a heart. You're watching Revere TV.
This is just crazy.
Revere TV, 27-23. Revere has the ball. They're down 4 with 43 seconds left to go in the game. He just fixed it. He just the ref just adjusted the clock. The clock is 43 seconds. The ball is on the half-yard line. Revere down 4, 3rd and goal.
This is huge. The fans are getting fired up, Patrick.
This is excitement here.
It has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
I want the QB sneak. We got Sal the Angeles at home. One of the greatest basketball players ever lived in Revere.
What's up, Sal?
This is Sal, and he says QB sneak. I agree. Big backs move them. But you know what?
They're going to stack that middle right up.
Oh, no doubt. Well, Sal is now calling a Lanos stretch snap, but they're bunched up. Lanos gets the ball. Lanos is in the end zone. Touchdown!
Yeah! There you go.
Wait.
What's the holdup?
What is going on here? Is this some home cooking touchdown?
Yeah! Wow! My heart just stopped for a second. My heart just stopped right there. What was that all about?
This is the epitome of what looked to be some home cooking.
Right?
Unbelievable. We're going to play her down, though.
Wow, that was amazing.
I mean, he spun, he was in the end zone.
But what took so long? I mean, I don't understand what they were looking at.
It scares you. It scares you because this is awful officiating. I don't know why you don't signal that immediately. Now, we want to take a break because you got a player down on the field. Marblehead, you always wish he's well. You don't want anyone to get hurt, but unbelievable that they would even think about not calling that. I would have definitely had some issues with the refs if that wasn't called a touchdown.
I know.
I mean, he was in the end zone standing up.
I mean,
and for you all at home, we're at the 50-yard line, so we don't have the best view, but you could see from here his feet crossed the plane, never mind the ball. And he spun around a few times and was tackled, but I'm not sure if they were trying to call a fumble.
well, that was my initial.
As you know, once it crosses the plane, it's a touchdown.
When I saw the injured player on the ground, I thought, does he have the ball?
So, I know Marblehead used at least one timeout. Did they use two? Because that last timeout was Revere.
That last one was Revere.
So
It's saying that it looks like they, I think they might have two.
yeah, saying two timeouts on the scoreboard.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't it say it was 43 seconds before, and now it says 49?
Now it says 49.
How do you add
So
seconds?
before that play, it said 43 seconds. Now, after the play, it's 49 seconds. And this is a huge. So, Revere is
How do you add time on the clock when they ran a play?
Rivera's not sending out their kicking squad. Oh, they're calling timeout. Timeout, Rivera.
They want to think this one over.
You know, I say kick it. You go for 2, it's going to force them to go for the touchdown. I say kick it, and then be what with 40-something seconds left of the game, see what happens. Again, they're going to have to play a little bit of a prevent. But Rivera leads 29-27. If the clock is right, there's 49 seconds to go in the game. And we got Sal watching from home. He said Lanos was in almost untouched, and he was in for quite some time before they even decided to signal it.
You got to think they would kick it here, but
I can't wait to go home and watch this game on my own TV.
they're really talking this one over.
So we'll see what Rivera's going to do here. Are they sending out the kicker? Nope.
Nope. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
So Rivera wants to go for 2 to not give Marblehead a chance to kick a late field goal to tie it. It's going to force Marblehead to have to march the ball all the way down the field with what's going to be under 49.
Yeah, because they would have the wind to their back.
Well, with their passing game, it's gonna be some more football to be.
Oh yeah,
played.
this game is far from over.
No, the game is not. The game is definitely not over. Marblehead scored twice within 4 minutes. Rivera had a 10-point lead early in this quarter. Toss sweep allows plenty of room. And
he's in! He's in! He got it! Wow! Joe Lanos, I'm telling you, that kid is special.
Lanos is saying again, last week, put the team on my back. I will carry you.
Hey, that was a gutsy call. That was a gutsy play.
So you would think Rivera's going to do some sort of a squib kick here. You don't want to kick it to Twaddle.
No, you definitely don't.
And all eyes have got to be on Twaddle. All eyes.
Keep it away from that kid, will you?
Keep it away. Keep him in front of you at all times.
Wrap up. No arm tackles here.
The good thing is Twaddle hasn't been really the receiver. But keep him in front of you because he has that accelerating speed where if he gets into any space, he's big trouble.
Again, with the wind on the deep ball, the tendency to overthrow is there. But
and let's see if these refs just keep the flags in their pockets.
I hope they do.
Although, reminder, those large pass interferences are now only 15-yard penalties.
Very true.
It's almost
right.
It's almost at a disadvantage or an advantage to the defense where you can almost take a player down and rather than give up a big play. Coach is signaling he wants the ball on this side of the field, and he gets it there. It's a nice squib kick to the 20. He's going to go to the 15. And
He's
and
down.
That's Twaddle. He wanted to pick it up. He barely could get it, and he gets nothing. He takes it to 15. And the clock
has not moved. What is going on here? The refs better adjust this clock. This is absolute insanity.
So no clock ticked off at all. There's some home cooking here. Marblehead, we watching you over here.
Right? 43 seconds, they adjusted the clock. We run a play, now it's 49 seconds. They kick the ball off, and it's still 49 seconds.
This is homers at their finest, and I just hope the refs have more foresight than that. Well, they're keeping Murphy real deep. The 2 is in the slot. The Twaddle's in the slot. Back to pass. 16.
Barbosa takes him down. And he didn't get out of bounds.
There's a first down, so the clock's going to stop to set the chains. The clock will move.
So this can't be an accurate game clock.
You got to stay back again. Waddle's a receiver, 16 again, and he's going to go outside. He's going to go out of bounds. So it looks like there's about 23 seconds to go. It's going to be second down. At this point, the downs really don't matter. It's going to be just they're playing against the clock. You're probably going to get 3 to 4 plays maximum left in the game.
I don't know how far their kicker can kick, but you got to assume he's going to get at least to the 30.
They're down 4.
That's right. They got to score.
They got to stay back here. They're only rushing 3. They got a little bit of a pick-off.
Oh, yeah! Oh, my God! It's a pick!
Takes over! That's
what a play! John Tran with the pick!
Interception!
Wow!
And Rivera
amazing!
will take a knee, I would imagine. Rivera's win.
Amazing. You know what, Boston Globe? What do you think now?
Hey, if anyone doesn't think this is the game of the week, they were totally wrong. And Revere put up a nice fight. They finished second on the Fox 25 game of the week on that Twitter challenge.
Well, Fox 25 is going to kick themselves for not being here.
Revere fans
Unbelievable.
are going wild.
These kids are excited.
17 seconds to go in the game.
Victory formation here.
All Revere has to do is take a knee. What a big game by John Tran.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What a big game. And you know what? Hey, give some credit to Marblehead. They didn't show us a lot early in the game. I wasn't overly impressed. They scared me in the second half.
They really did. Again, explosive team, but Revere, you know, they took the blows.
So Revere, Marblehead's not going to use any of their timeouts. They're going to let the clock tick. Revere.
Unbelievable.
Revere is 6-0. Revere is, I believe, the unofficial Northeastern Conference champions.
That was the game of the season for them. They totally made a statement here tonight. If there's anybody that said they couldn't hang,
and you know, you can't say anything about the kids because the Marblehead team did their job, but it's almost as if they were playing against an extra opponent on the field, and that was the refs tonight.
That's right.
It didn't hurt them at the end of the game. We were just glad it stayed clean in the end of the game. Revere,
The football gods are with us.
Revere wins 31-27. We're signing off on Revere TV. Donnie Boudreau, Patrick Keith, have a great night.
Thank you so much. Good night, everybody.
That was awesome.
Oh, fantastic.
Wow.